Hey, I'm going to do a little repair to my bike here. So I'm going to teach y'all how to put on a chain. If yours is broken, you can buy a master link, which is just a part between these two if your chain split in two like this, or you can buy a whole new chain like me, because mine broke in multiple pieces and it was very old and rusted, so I just got a new one. This is the Schwinn derailleur set, and make sure you check your old chain to your new one, because there were two versions, the basic and the derailleur version. This is the derailleur version, and it's a little bit different sizing chain than the basic. So first thing you want to do is get yourself one of these chain link remover tools, and this one's the Crank Bro set that comes with every bike tool you really need. So I just keep it in my bike, and then what it's going to have is it's going to have a little rod that when you twist it, it goes in and pushes this part of the chain right here. It pushes this in, so you're going to need that. And second thing you want to do is you want to get all this mess straightened out and have it under your bike like this. Make sure this pin right here is facing this way, so when you go to connect the chain up here, you can have easy access to push it in. Okay, so I got my chain all spread out here, and so I'm going to grab this end and take the derailleur down. And you want to make sure your bike is pretty stable when you do this so it doesn't crash. And then you want to put that down and then put the chain up through here in an S pattern. So it's going to go through here and then this way, and then on top of that one, and then it's going to loop back through the cassette and go here. So it makes an S pattern, and the chain goes here, 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 and then on top of the cassette right here. I'll show you that in a second. And this automatically goes up, so I'm going to put that derailleur down. You can see how it goes in here. It loops on top of that gear, and right there it goes back the other way, and then on top of the cassette right there. You want to make sure, I'm going to go on into this angle. You want to make sure that these gears, you can't really see it because it's kind of dark, but you want to make sure they're lined up. And by that I mean that this top gear is lined up with this last gear here, or whatever your setting is on, because if you don't put these in line, you're gonna have a problem. Okay, so next part, you're gonna want to take this other end of the chain and just loop it on the big gear here, and then up through that chain stay right here. This derailleur is you're gonna need to loop the chain through it like that. There we go. Okay, so I got the chain through that derailleur over there, and it's just kind of resting here with this pin not in, but it does have a lip on this pin so it can just rest there. Make sure you have this on the smallest gear right here, because you want as much room to work with here. And if you don't have enough chain, that's probably not good. You want more than less chain. You want a longer chain essentially, because if you have more, you can take the links off. I would not recommend it because most of these come in the correct sizing, and then when you shift through these gears up, when it gets bigger here, this chain's going to expand. It's kind of like a CVT transmission, if you know what that is, and you're not going to be able to shift because your chain's not long enough to grip on these gears. So it's going to wiggle a little bit, but that's okay. You don't want it to be super tight, just enough to get by essentially. And then we're going to tighten this, and that's it. So a good idea for this is just to mark the master link with Sharpie so you know where it is, and you can see that pin kind of pokes out a little bit, but you're not going to be able to really tell. So that's my 2 cents on that one. Master link, it's called that essentially because it holds the whole chain together, and usually these are different colors on some of the nicer bikes, but this one just a basic chain. So we got this tool here, and as you can see, it just kind of holds the chain in this, and this has room for the pin to come out a little bit, and I just twist it clockwise right here to tighten it, and then it ends up pushing that pin in, and you should be good. All right, thanks for watching.